While he's looking at his phone, it rings with a call from someone that makes his face twist in disgust. It's a woman named Jang Xiaoqin, and just the sight of her name on his phone makes his hands tremble in anger. Suchin takes a deep breath, then picks up the call. As soon as he puts the phone to his ear, her voice comes from the other end, screaming at him in anger. He has not talked to her for a long time, and she is angry that he disappeared without letting her know. He even put his house on sale with his real estate agent. She asks our protagonist if he really thinks that he will find a woman willing to be with him after selling his house. The woman on the other end is his fiancée, Xiaoqin, and she isn't someone he's very interested in talking to. On her side of the line, she's applying lipstick after just being done cheating on him with another man, while another man named Xiaoyu relaxes on the bed behind her. She continues insulting Suchin through the phone, asking him if he remembers his responsibility as a man. He may not care about the house, but she's still a woman, and she wants him to give her the house as a gift so she can feel more secure with him. After she's done talking, he asks if she's done with her rant and if there's anything else she wants to say. His attitude towards her makes her even more annoyed, and she decides to give him one more chance to come back and transfer the ownership of the house to her. If he doesn't do that, then she will refuse to marry him. She tells him that she's on her way back to Xanadu, and that she hopes they will talk more when she gets there, but he ends the call without answering her. Shan spent 5 years with him in the apocalypse in his past life. He searched everywhere for supplies to feed her and brought her to a safe house where he continued to take care of her. If it wasn't for him, she would have starved to death and died in the middle of the end of the world. Yet, even with that, she cheated on him multiple times with a violent man that beat Suchin on multiple occasions any time he came back empty-handed. Xiaoyu also accused him of hiding all the good things from them and keeping it to himself. One day, Xiaoyu killed Suchin in the very safe house where he took care of Shan, right in front of her, then fooled around with her right in front of his dead body, all while calling him useless. She didn't seem to care and told Su that Suchin died because he was incompetent, all while he slowly died in the corner and watched it happen with his last breath. He was wronged by her in his last life, and he made the mistake of entrusting her with his life once before. But this time, both Jiang Shan and the man she cheated on him with, Xiaoyu, are going to pay the price for everything they did to him. Our protagonist will make sure that they won't die easily, and that they'll experience the pain they put him through 100 times over. His hand shakes in anger at the thought of what they did to him, but he takes a deep breath and calms himself down. For now, he needs to continue his quest of finding enough supplies to survive through the apocalypse. The rest of the things he needs can only be bought with money, and because of that, he first has to figure out how to get the money in the first place. He calls his real estate agent, named Manager Lu, and decides to offer up his house for half the market price. His only condition is that he wants the money in cash, and he wants it right now. With the deal set up, he makes his way to Dream Real Estate to finalize the deal on his house. But when he gets there, he sees Xiaoan waiting for him with Xiaoyu, who has a baseball bat. Suchin isn't bothered at all and walks past them into the real estate building, but he's blocked by Xiaoyu, who angrily asks him why he dares to sell their house. Because of that, he'll make sure that Suchin won't see the sun tomorrow. While the thug is talking, Suchin reaches out and grabs him by the neck, then he lifts the angry man off the ground before slamming him back on the floor. Xiaoan jumps to try and protect her lover from her fiancé. While she pulls on his jacket, she starts yelling for someone to save them from a murderer. Suchin wastes no time before backhanding her across the face, sending her flying onto the ground. She stares at him in shock, completely surprised that he would touch her at all. While that is happening, he continues choking Xiaoyu on the ground as he begs for help. Suchin assures him that he won't die too quickly, then lets him go, causing the disgraced thug to back up in fear, desperately coughing. Xiaoan goes to check on her injured lover, while Suchin steps past both of them and continues into the office. Xiaoan still hasn't learned her lesson and orders Suchin to kneel down and apologize quickly while she's not yet angry. If he doesn't do that, she threatens not to marry him again. However, her empty threats are stopped once he turns around and glares at them. They freeze in fear before both of them run away, leaving him alone to handle his business. Now that they are finally gone, he steps inside to meet the real estate agent, who offers him a glass of water. The older man looks incredibly excited to be talking to Suchin about selling his house at such a low price, but inside, he considers Suchin a fool for selling a house worth over $1 million for just half the price. With that kind of deal, he can make a huge profit from a quick turnaround. Thanks to that, he agrees to make the full payment immediately and hands Suchin the contract to sign. With that done, Suchin walks out of the office with almost $1 million added to his bank account. Although various natural disasters are happening, Xanadu, where he lives, is an inland city far from the earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions happening throughout the rest of Asia. Adding to that, the government is officially trying to keep the public calm, so there is still a sense of normalcy in the area and society is still functioning well. As he thinks about his next step, he passes a flyer advertising fast and high-interest loans. That gives him an idea, and he makes it his next step to get even more money by mortgaging his property with a property certificate. That leads him to Great Sea Loans, where he meets a large-bodied man smoking a cigarette. This man is Wang Dai, Xiao Yu's older brother. In his past life, this man died in the mouths of mutant beasts pretty early into the apocalypse. Dai notices that his house isn't worth very much. Suchin only wants to know how much he can borrow, even with his low-value house. The big-bodied man offers $500,000 for the property as long as he also leaves the property certificate with him as a show of faith. Suchin demands an extra $100,000 be paid to him immediately, and they will have a deal. He slams the property certificate on the table and stares straight at the man in front of him while also promising to gather the money in a week. That way, he can make a profit from their exchange and pay everything back at once. Dai is interested in this offer, and it seems that Suchin is also a gambler. As long as he's involved in the trade and there could be a profit, he thinks he might even sell his own parents. The older man thinks Suchin is stupid for believing he can turn his life around in a single day. He has no idea just how far this plan of Suchin's goes. Dai smiles and takes a long puff of his cigarette as he contemplates the offer.